Hello, my name is Brother Nathan Linton, and welcome again to Superior Disciple. In the Franciscan world, we are preparing to celebrate what is one of our most important celebrations throughout the year. On October 4th, of course, we will celebrate with the entire Church the feast of our Holy Father, St. Francis. But the evening of October 3rd for Franciscans is often more sacred. It's the moment and the time when we celebrate what's called the Transitus of St. Francis. This is our celebration of the death of St. Francis, of his transition from this life here on earth to life everlasting with our Heavenly Father. For us, this is a moment of joy, yes, of solemn prayer, but a moment of remembrance, of remembering who we are and who we are called to be as sons of such a beautiful Father, just a beautiful life led by St. Francis. And so we gather together all throughout the world to remember the stories of his life and of his death. We remember him being laid on the floor as he asked naked so that he can embrace Lady Poverty in his final hours. We recall his praying with his brothers, especially Psalm 142, and his sharing in bread together with his brothers so that they can be united in one final meal. We remember his love for those who he met in his ministry, not only for the poor who had a special place in his heart, but for individuals who left an impact. I remember especially his asking for the almond cookies of Lady Jacoba as a special treat in his final hours, showing that he was a man of great joy, of great love. But how much do we really know about St. Francis? I think so many of us, when we think of St. Francis, immediately go to this kind of nature lover, which is true. He loved God and he saw God's love and God's beauty in all of creation, in the simplicity and the poverty of the animals who rely on nature alone to give them sustenance, and the beauty of the trees and forests and hills and mountains of Assisi and central Italy where he lived and grew up. Others think of this man who was almost rebellious in his radical poverty and his desire to be so united with the poor and with the suffering. But beyond that, we don't often know so much. So I would like, in this moment in which myself and my brother friars are remembering and reflecting on the life of Francis, to start sharing some of those stories from his life with you. I ask that you join me in prayer, and certainly join all of us Franciscans in prayer on the evening of October 3rd, but that you'll also join me in my coming videos as we look at moments in the life of St. Francis, especially his encounter with the leper and his moments on Monte Alverno when he received the sacred stigmata in his hands and feet and side. That we might truly know who this man is, who is so loved by the Church, who's perhaps one of the Church's most popular saints, and even outside of the Church is loved and held dear by so many people. I ask again that you join us in prayer and join us in celebration in these most holy days for us. My name is Brother Nathan Linton, and thank you again for joining me here at Superior Disciple.